Alrighty, are you ready for this? We have a really good lineup of beginner-friendly work-from-home jobs today, including one you can do part or full-time, an afternoon evening shift job processing documents, a position researching records, and a very beginner-friendly legal assistant job. So no more dilly-dallying, let's get into them. I'm going to start off with the work-from-home job you can do either part or full-time. It comes to us from Jam Plus. Jam Plus has been around since the 1950s. They went online in 2005. They're a legitimate e-commerce company that operates multiple online brands, including envelopes.com, jampaper.com, and labelsandstickers.com. The job I'm sharing is for a customer support specialist. And right here on the job description, they tell us this is a remote position. You can do it full-time or part-time. And they're hiring in United States as well as Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So this is your typical customer support position where you'll be the front lines of the customer journey, supporting customers across email, phone, and chat. This role is for someone who thrives in a fast-paced, high-growth e-commerce environment, balancing high-volume inquiries with high-touch service. So yeah, everything customer service related. So if you choose to work full-time, they want you to be available to work Monday through Friday, 8-hour shift, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 10 p.m. Eastern Time. You don't have to live in the Eastern Time Zone, just translate your local hours to those hours. And if you choose to go part-time, they want you to be available 3 or 4 weekdays, averaging 20 hours per week between the hours of 8 a.m. and 10 p.m. Eastern Time. So part-time or full-time, it looks like there's some wiggle room as far as your schedule. And for both full-time and part-time positions, occasional weekend and holiday hours may be required during peak season to help the company take care of customers when demand is highest. So what they want from you is experience supporting customers via email, phone, or chat. You have a bright and positive attitude, you're empathetic, you're a problem solver, you're endlessly curious, you're a great communicator, and it's a plus but not required. It's a plus you're familiar with tools such as Customer, Magneto, Adobe Commerce, or NetSuite, and you need a collaborative mindset. Now, they don't tell us how much they're going to pay you for this job, but based on my experience looking at similar positions, I think you can make anywhere from $18 to $20 an hour. But there's no way I can guarantee that's how much you'll make. You'll have to work out your salary with them. So that does it for this one. Let's go into the afternoon evening shift position. It comes to us from BHG Financial. They're a huge financial institution. They have an opening for a documentation specialist. And we can see right here, they want you to be able to work from noon to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And because it's a fully remote position anywhere within the United States, you don't have to live in the Eastern Time Zone. Just translate your local hours to those hours. This is a full-time work from home job, and I'm just scrolling around to see if they tell us how much they pay. Yep, way down here, they tell us they'll pay you between $20.67 and $21.63 per hour. So in this job, you'll process and generate contracts in allotted time frames, maintain high quality while quickly moving through process, thoroughly review application info and ensure customer data is accurate, and conduct general searches on applications and update the client data as needed. You'll validate that pre-documentation request information and documentation have been collected and are on file. You review payoff statements for accurate creditor information, account number, balances, per diem, etc. You'll also ensure pre-selected fund dates and first payment dates adhere to guidelines, validate and edit disbursements as necessary, generate and send loan contracts for clients presenting agreed upon loan terms, and send out customer disclosures needed to be evidenced appropriately to ensure compliance. And you do other miscellaneous clerical tasks related to this job. So you must be able to work from noon to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. They prefer, but they don't require. They prefer you have previous experience as a paralegal or legal assistant, and they'd like you to have an understanding of the finance industry. And then you need all your typical soft skills you need for just about every job. So moving on, Magna Legal Services has an opening for a records coordinator. This is a full-time remote position anywhere within the United States. I did not see any location restrictions anywhere on this job description. And right here on the job description, they tell us they'll pay you between $40,000 and $42,000 per year. So Magna provides legal services for a variety of clients, and in this position you'll research and diagnose procedural issues and exceptions for clients, do some client communication, responding to all emails and inquiries in a timely manner, communicate effectively to high-profile clients, challenging clients, witnesses, and team members. You'll navigate software, web portals, and digital filing systems, and maintain a calendar system for follow-up with recurring and ongoing tasks. And to qualify, they're really not asking for much. They want you to be able to learn and understand the litigation process, including documentary evidence. You have research abilities, deductive reasoning. You're proficient in Microsoft Office software as well as Adobe, Nitro, Internet, and general Windows tasks. And then, of course, you need your typical soft skills. So that sums up this job. Let's go into the legal assistant position, and it too comes to us from Magna Legal Services. So this is a full-time remote position anywhere within the United States, and right here on the job description, we can see they're going to pay you between $50,000 and $60,000 per year. In this job, you'll play a critical part in protecting the firm and clients by identifying potential conflicts of interest before engagements move forward. You'll conduct research, analyze risk, and communicate directly with attorneys, consultants, and sales teams to ensure every matter meets the highest ethical and professional standards. So in other words, you'll conduct thorough conflict checks on potential new matters, including reviewing parties, related entities, prior engagements, and internal databases. Research and analyze potential conflicts, escalating findings to supervising attorneys, consultants, sales, or compliance teams. Search, compare, and evaluate information from internal databases, client systems, corporate registries, public records, litigation databases, and external search tools. And communicate findings and clarifications directly with internal sales team and consultants. You'll work with sales to confirm client details, entity names, and other engagement information relevant to conflict analysis. Maintain, update, and organize conflict check records and databases to ensure accuracy and audit readiness. Prepare conflict check reports and summaries for internal review and decision making. Assist in developing and refining conflict check procedures, templates, and best practices. And support other compliance-related administrative functions as needed. And you do all that while ensuring confidentiality and compliance with ethical rules, firm policies, and applicable regulations. So for this job, you need strong analytical and critical thinking skills, and you're able to identify, assess, and resolve conflicts of interest. You have some knowledge of legal terminology, litigation processes, and ethical standards regarding conflicts, and you're proficient in conducting advanced searches across internal firm systems and external databases. You're an excellent communicator, and you're not shy when it comes to communicating with attorneys, consultants, and sales teams. You're proficient with Excel and Microsoft Office Suite, and you're able to learn new technology quickly, and it's helpful but not required. It's helpful you have prior experience with conflict check processes, compliance, or risk management, and it's a plus, but it's not required. It's a plus you have law firm, legal services, or professional services experience. So that does it for this one. In fact, we just went over a nice handful of beginner-friendly work-from-home jobs. You really don't need much experience at all in these positions. Hopefully one of them works out for you. And if you're looking for more easy work-from-home jobs, check out this video right here. And don't forget, come back to this channel frequently. I post work-from-home job leads almost every day of the week. But if these jobs are a little too easy, too bare bones, check out my other channel, Cat Scans Remote Jobs. There I present more upper entry-level, mid-level work-from-home jobs. So good luck to all of you who apply. Thank you so much for visiting. I truly appreciate your support, and I'll meet you on the next job lead.